what is Ask Intapp? So Ask Intapp is an app that lives inside your firm's Microsoft Teams environment. And it integrates with your Intapp Terms system to allow you to have that natural, plain English chat conversation right inside of Microsoft Teams and get answers based on exclusively your terms data about your firm's clients and matters. If you know how to pull up your chat list in Teams and start typing the question you have in mind, then you're already off and running, and Ask Intapp will help you do the rest in finding the answer that you need. First, I'll be a partner, okay? And let's pretend I'm about to land a new deal with an existing client named Pied Piper. I know that Pied Piper is an existing firm client, but I've personally never worked with them before. It's the first time I've brought in new business for them. So the first thing I want to do is figure out, hey, do they have an OCG that I need to be aware of? And then I'll also want to know, if we do, what are their guidelines around handling conflicts waivers? Because I expect I'm going to need them to open up the new matter that I'm bringing in. So I can just open up Ask Intapp here in Teams and start asking some questions. Do we have an OCG for Pied Piper? You see right away, I get an answer back. It went out and it found the outside counsel guidelines for Pied Piper. It brought it right back to me with a hyperlink. I can click that if I wanted to. It takes me right to terms into the document. And what it also does here is behind the scenes, Ask Intapp is automatically respecting the client matter security and the ethical walls that could be coming from your Intapp wall system. Next, I'm still wondering about conflicts too. So what are Pied Piper's requirements for handling conflicts waivers? Here, I get a really nice summarized answer that tells me everything I need to know about what Pied Piper expects us to do in the event of conflicts. You see, I even get an email address that's coming right from the language in the OCG of where I need to submit waiver requests when I expect to need them. And the other thing that's important here to call out is this sources section. So up at the top, what you see is this is the summarized answer that's coming from AI. What's down below is the actual data coming from your terms system. Okay, so now let's fast forward a few months here in our imaginary law firm and switch persona. Now I'm going to pretend to be a billing manager at the same firm. I just got assigned to Pied Piper and I need to review and prepare some invoices, but it's my first time billing Pied Piper. Instead of needing to bother somebody on my team or hunting around Intapp terms to figure out what I need to know, I can just, again, start chatting with Ask Intapp to get up to speed. So maybe I first need to know, what e-billing system does Pied Piper use? Great. Okay, so I find out right there it's data cert. That's what I needed to know. And next, I might wonder, are we allowed to use block billing on invoices we send to them? Okay, block billing is disallowed when invoicing Pied Piper, not allowed to do it. And so one more thing I might wonder, does Pied Piper have a billing discount in place? Bam, yes, they do. It's a 15% discount, and it looks like if we don't include it in the invoices I submit, they can take an additional 2.5%.